I just want to thank you now that I'm entering my second month as your city manager, the interim city manager, that you all have given me the support that you have, the encouragement that you have. You've been supporting our department heads, and I cannot tell you guys how much they appreciate that. And I just want to thank our Board of Aldermen and our mayor. The relationship is getting stronger and stronger every day. If you remember the first day I was here, I talked about how the board and the mayor are setting the vision for the future. Where do you want the town to be 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now? And they are really working hard in doing that and giving us ideas. Your department heads are executing those plans, and I just couldn't be more pleased with the work that my bosses are giving me and the support they're giving me, and that's my mayor and my aldermen, and the 10,146 customers we have. Some are here tonight, and I just want to continue to tell you how much I appreciate that. Okay, let's get down to a little business. I've got 5 or 6 things on my agenda that I want to kind of hit home tonight, because if you remember the last 2 meetings, I've really been talking about having our department heads continue to think out of the box, how to use our existing assets better and get more money out of our assets, and being good stewards and resources of the money that you give us. And one of the things that we're really taking a strong look at is what I will call all of our internal partnerships that we have with various people around town, around the committee, the county, and the state, that we tend to kind of overlook. And by working closer together with our people in our county and our state on money we're already spending, we can establish those stronger partnerships and create better productivity for you. And it's little things that just mean so much. Like this week, we worked with Wayne Mashburn at our he's our Shelby County clerk, and Wayne and John Trusty here in our office came up with a way for our business customers now to come in and get their business license in a one-stop shop. They don't have to now drive to Shelby County and come back over here. The forms that both were using were very similar. So it was just a matter of making one form. Now a new business can come up and show how business friendly we are. We welcome them, they come into our office, they fill out the forms, it's mailed off, done. And that's just one way that you save money and create a business environment where people want to come. And it's other things we're working on too. Simple things like animal control, rabies, dog bites, those kind of things. How we go after those. How do we get the animals? Where do we ship them? Who does what? By working with Shelby County and our people, we're establishing a greater and more efficient way of doing that for you. And our cost will keep going down by doing that. Another way is with our law enforcement. We have always had a great presence with Shelby County here in Millington. You see their cars, you see their vans, they're working, and I want to create even a greater working environment where they are working with our officers in so many more ways. Technology has moved on where now we can track ourselves with data-sensitive information on how we can find criminals, how we can check ourselves better, and by sharing that technology, it protects us better. And we are now meeting on a weekly basis with our other officers in Shelby County, with our officers, to create that partnership more and more. Every Friday at 9 o'clock we meet and we talk. How can we share technology better? How can we have better boots on the ground when we need it, where we need it? As we grow our department, they make their department stronger and ours. And you're already paying for this, guys. Let's just maximize the use of all the assets that we have at our disposal. And I could not be happier with the response from our own police department and Shelby County with their attitude of just stepping up to the plate and giving us even more security and more protection than they already have. It's been a great relationship, and it's even getting better and better and stronger. It's one more example of using the assets that you have at your disposal in a more efficient way. And I just couldn't be happier with the way we're moving in that direction. And I think I want to stop right here and just ask Rita, our Chief of Police, and Larry Young and Mark to come and just say just a few words about this, because it's just working so well. Rita, why don't you go first, and Larry and Mark, why don't you come up here and just say a few words.
Well, our department is, we're really looking forward to working with the county. Prior to 3 years ago, this is something that we've always done. We've always worked close with the county. We've been the in-service together, specialized training. We've done saturation. So what we're doing now is we're trying to get back to what we've done before and rebuild those relationships. The officers see the green, white vehicles coming through the city. And now once we get that relationship together, they'll know some of the officers who's driving those vehicles, and they won't just see them. Shelby County has agreed to help us with some of the hot spots in the city that we can't enforce the way we need to enforce right now. So that's really going to give us a whole lot of help, and we appreciate them offering and coming out to help us.
Thank you, Chief.
Well, I'll be very brief. My name is Mark Dunbar, and by the way, you demoted me here, Mayor, so. Chief, when I came in the door, I can't by the time you got I'll just be very brief. I'm over all the special operations and investigations for the Sheriff's Office, and like I said, we had worked real well in the past. Matter of fact, several months ago, we did an investigation up here, probably cleared up about 50 burglaries all over Tippin County and North Shelby County, and even some in Memphis that we worked on. And I won't steal Chief Young's thunder, because he's, when they talk about this hot spots, he is over what they call data smart policing. And I'll just say that I also have a vested interest because I live about a mile outside the city limits and grew up here. So anything that they want, we'll help them with as much as we can. And I got to say, and Sheriff Odom sends his best. He sent us tonight. He couldn't make it. So we're here carrying the message for him tonight. So I'll let Chief Young say a little bit about his operation.
Thank you, Chief. Yeah, I'm Assistant Chief Larry Young, and I'm over the Patrol Division and Patrol Support Services Division, which encompasses your volunteer division, reserves, emergency services, our senior services watch, traffic, DUI, motorcycle officers, and of course our Uniform Patrol Division. And our data smart policing is something that we're real proud of. It's something that we've worked real close with the community and recently with Millington Police Department. And then also getting and sharing information with them. We think that's very, very important in combating the same issues that occur in the county and the surrounding areas of Millington that are also occurring in Millington. It's the same individuals. But we're really excited. Our resources are y'all's resources. Taxpayers in Shelby County pay for all of our equipment. So we're willing to share it and share any resource that we have available. We look forward to working with you. We've worked with other cities and municipalities in the past and continue to do so. And in fact, we've got a planned saturation in the near future where we'll be able to roll out in unison and see if we can have some type of impact in this community in regards to having a lot of outstanding warrants and some traffic enforcement, etc. I think it does make a point. Thanks again for inviting us.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's keep talking about partnerships. One of the other things that you pay for is MTAS, that's your Municipal Technical Assistance Center. And Ronnie Neal is here tonight. He is the area director for MTAS of the western part of the state. And Ronnie and I have been working very closely together in the last few weeks. As I mentioned to you a couple of meetings ago, I really want MTAS to come in and look at each department we have separately. Let's review it. Let's look at our staffing. Let's look at our funding. Let's look at how we do business. Let's compare ourselves to other towns and how they do business. And let's see if we can come up with better ideas that will give us greater productivity at lower costs. And that's kind of what this is all about. And Ronnie really stepped up to the plate. We have our fire department that's being reviewed right now with Chief Graves. He is leading the way with Dennis Wolf from MTAS. That should be done and a report given to you hopefully at the November meeting. I'm not going to promise that, but we're really trying to get that in the hands of the aldermen about a week before. Not necessarily recommendations, but their report. And then we'll take that report, we'll study it, and see what we can do to make our fire department even greater than it already is. We have a wonderful fire department. We appreciate everything that Chief does. Police are getting reviewed on November 5th and November 6th. Chief Stanback is getting her team ready to meet with Rex Barton from MTAS to do the same thing. We're also going to be doing a water study and a sewer analysis from their expert that comes into town to look at our sewer department, our water department, wastewater treatment plants, everything to see where we need to go in the future on that. Also engineering, public works, all of that is in the works. And I would like to have most of that done certainly by the end of the year so that we can hit the ground running with potential changes that we want to make in January. And I'm just setting the pace, guys. I'm setting the pace because I want whoever's in my chair going forward next year to be able to pick up and run with it efficiently. And I think by doing so, it's going to make even a greater, smoother transition than we have already had. So all that's coming, and Ronnie, we appreciate all the hard work that you're doing for us. I really do. I think you guys will see good fruits. We have some low-picking fruit that we can get, and there's some higher level fruit that we need to go after. But you got to start somewhere. A lot of you have asked about road paving. This year we have $250,000 in the budget to pave roads. We have another $10,000 to $11,000 on basically what I'll call pothole repair. That's not a lot of money, but it's a start. And that's all you have in the budget this year. And Jimmy Black and our street people are working to prioritize. We have the first 15 streets now that need to be paved. All those aren't going to get paid for $250,000. But we're going to pick the worst ones first and then just go after those. And hopefully over a period of years, Millington will have their streets paved in an efficient manner. But that's where we start. We are continuing to look at our codes enforcement. Some of that is in good balance. Some of it is not in good balance. And we're looking at each one of our ordinances, and Quinn is working very hard to enforce our residential codes and our business codes. At the same time, you keep hearing me say business friendly, business friendly. We've got to be as business friendly as we can be. Guys, you live and breathe on sales tax revenue. It's just that simple. Every time you see a business leave, your revenue drops. When you see a business come in that thrives, your revenue is going to go up. And we need to make life easy for them when they come in for a business license, when they want to put up their signs, when they want to do business and promote themselves. And we are working very hard to do that. We've made great strides just in the last couple of months. So I really am appreciative of all of you that are getting behind this and welcoming our new businesses in. We've got a couple of them that are trying to get in now, and we're just trying to pave the way for them to make Millington a very business-friendly environment. I've got 4 or 5 other things, but I think what I'm going to do is take a break here for a second, and I'm going to let John Trusty come and do the financial report. As I mentioned to you last month when we did the last financial report, tell me if you like it. We're trying to make it short, sweet, to the point, give you the numbers, give you whether we're in budget, out of budget, what the variance is, and if that's good enough for now, that's great. We're going to do a full quarterly review on October 17th, but every month I'm trying to give you the nuggets that you need to take home with you without giving you a voluminous report with a lot of paper. So with that, I'm going to ask John to